Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Sabbath Talk. It's your brother and host here, Yah. Back with another. Today I want to discuss a little bit about what I call, and some people, other people call it, replacement theology. Okay, giving honor and praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. How he addressed himself to the people. Now, I'm not saying that other people outside of this nation don't have a place, because I'm not saying that. But a lot of times people tend to want to replace them with church. When the promises, and I'm going to prove it with the Bible, you ain't got to worry about it, because I'm going to prove it Old and New Testament, that it means something to be a part of this nation, and a lot of us forget that. And I watch Israelites that know that they're Israelites, and doing more worldly things. Because, one thing about, like I said, about social media, it's going to show the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you participate to share your life. And, especially if you've been an Israelite for a while, then you know the deal with Christmas. You know the deal with Easter. You know the truth about it, and yet, we doing these holidays and reject Yah's holy days. We can't say that we obedient children of the Most High. Because if we obedient children of the Most High, we're going to acknowledge things that are important to Him. Because most of nowadays, and then the people outside of church, they don't even have a clue. Outside of Israel, they don't even have a clue. That's a better way of saying it. Outside of Israel, they don't even have a clue to what I'm talking about as far as the feast days. Like the next feast day we got coming on is Yom Teruah. They hadn't participated, don't even know it's biblically sound, and if you worship the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you should be doing it. But their pastor's not teaching them nothing. They're in Lostville. You understand what I'm saying? And they can't prove it with the Bible any other way than what I'm saying. And today, I just want to go on record for putting it back because, I've been having like a lot of thought and different things and visions and different times when I'm dealing with the Most High on these future references. And, sometimes he come to me in a dream, sometimes he come to me in vision. It's becoming very different ways. And, when I see the news, a lot of times I get insight on like what's going on in the world and how this is going to affect everybody. Because the Most High is getting ready to do a roundup for his last people, because many people are not going to choose the Most High. And most people say, if you ask everybody, they say they love God, but they don't do the things of God. And it's just like the scripture saying in Isaiah, these people honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And in Hebrew, live or lave, it means also inner mind. You know what I'm saying? Inner person, inner. It don't necessarily mean this beating flesh. What your soul. I've showed it multiple times. I'm not gonna go to try to stay on topic a little bit better and stuff like that. Because sometimes I go way in left field. Okay, just to show, but your inner man. Just look it up. And so, we have replaced Israel. It is important to know and be Israel in these last days, because all the promises belong to you. Going into the Holy Land, the 12 gates of heaven, the 12 gates, you don't see no denomination on them gates when you read in Revelation, the 21st chapter. It ain't no religious construct of what's born today that we call titles for our religions today. They all for the children of Israel. It's a reason why Yeshua said, I come not but for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. We're going to learn a little bit about his purpose. It was Israel before everybody else can come in. The church didn't replace Israel, because I'm going to prove it to you beyond a shadow of doubt. If you're going to be anything outside of Israel, you don't have a covenant like you think. And we're going to go with the scriptures say, because the covenant is with Israel. You know what I'm saying? If you don't come a part of this nation, even Yeshua said it. Salvation is of the Jews. You want salvation, you got to do just like it. But nowadays, we don't replace Israel with our own thing. And think that mess gonna fly. And we talk many people in the heaven, and many people that we talking in the heaven ain't going there. Bottom line. So let's look at it. Let's go ahead and get started because I'm gonna go all over. You know, let's go to Second Ezra. Yeah, I want six. I don't want 40. Okay, let's go to second. Let's see if we can get the whole. Yeah, here we go. Let's go to. We're in Second Ezra in the Apocrypha. Now I have time to explain. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you Israelites, y'all know, but I say do your research because I'm trying to keep this. I need to do one special Apocrypha. I got this 113 book of Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? Man, awesome book. You know what I'm saying? 113 extra books y'all know nothing about. That's some of them are mentioned in the Bible. Okay, like the book of Joshua, certain one, but they don't have time to teach that block of instruction. But you Christians, trust me, you're missing some books out there. And when the Bible was given to you, you don't have them in your King James. You're missing about 14 books, easy, at a minimum. Okay, so I can show you Bibles with the Apocrypha in it, Bibles with extras in the Apocrypha. So, just to put it out there. But we're in Second Ezra chapter 6, and I think we're gonna start around 50. And let's see how important you are, Israel. Second Ezra in your Bible, but Ezra because it's the Greek text of the same person that Ezra of the author. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, 6 in your Apocrypha, 6 and 53. Upon the sixth day, thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. So when the Most High made man, okay, this is on the sixth day. Let's see, he decreed some things, the Most High. And it says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all the creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So he's making a acknowledgement. All people come from Adam, but as it's saying here, but some are chosen. Okay, we're gonna later find out about this. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. So he's talking about this chosen people. I ain't talking about some people that's sitting in Israel right now. Just because you in Israel right now, you didn't have no. There's a lot of people that's in Israel right now are from Europe. Okay, they wasn't original people. We talking about the original people. Some of you people that's in the Americas and South America and the Americas and some of y'all is in Europe because you came on them cargo slave ships. You understand what I'm saying? So we're talking about the original people, not Jewish. We're talking about Israel, Yasharal, okay? Israel. That's who we talking about. The original Israel. Not because you look up the word Jewish, it doesn't. It's just a person who occupies in the land. You understand? When you look up definition, okay, well, we talking about the people that has presidents in that land. Okay, not to throw no total shade, but you want to know where the highest rate of skin cancer is? It's in Israel, because in that hot place, they wasn't designed to be in that place. Okay, so and Israel sits in northern Africa. I want to first off and foremost say that. So I know I'm for to shake a lot of people, and people get sketchy what this got to do with gonna have plenty to do. Just please stick around. But this is who the earth was made for. You understand what I'm saying? For whom the earth was made. Okay. Did you see that? For our sake. Okay. As for us, as the other people. Okay, so this is the other people he's talking about, who also come from Adam, Gentile. Okay. Thou hast said that they are nothing but like unto spittle. Thou hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. You see, the thing about this is, and I know this, I know a lot of y'all reverend, and the first thing you want to say, they're gonna want to go with that. The Most High don't have what do you say, a respecter of person. Man, you better get the context of what that means. Cause I know you're gonna try to apply that here, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the Bible gonna say it enough time. I can go at least 12 times where the Bible tell you who are the chosen people of Yah. Okay, not saying that everybody else ain't. Now, I want y'all people that are Gentiles that are not. You understand what I'm saying? You have a place in this place, but it's with Israel. It ain't none of this denomination stuff that a lot of people are trapped in today. Is what I'm saying. I want to first and foremost say that. Okay, and but he's telling you, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing but like unto spittle. You know, when you're talking a piece of spit come, out your mouth, it's just so small of amount. You know what I'm saying? Thou hast likened the abundance of them to a drop that fell it from a vessel. See, every other nation that chose a God, the Most High chose a people. Because all the other nations, they still serving a lot of them gods. There's a lot of people dealing with Buddha and different other, they already have a God. Okay? Okay, not everybody that's saying, I can show you. In John chapter 8, when he was talking to the Pharisees. And he told them their father was the devil. Yeshua told them that. Who the world knows as Jesus Christ told them that. When they wasn't obedient, he said their father is the devil. Okay, if you keep this Torah, you a Gentile, and you keep this Torah, and you got faith in Hamashiach Yahushua or something the world knows as Jesus, then you will be brought up successful. You understand what I'm saying? By the Most High. But if you are a Israelite and you do not keep the law, statutes, commandment, it don't really make you hardly nothing in this flesh. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm saying Jew, I'm talking about one inwardly and outwardly. I'm talking about one spiritually and physically. You know what I'm saying? Okay, because I'm an Israelite physically and spiritually. Period. Because most people talk a good game, but they're not gonna do what the Most High said to do. And it says, "Oh Lord, oh now, O Lord, behold these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have to become lords over us and to devour us." You know what the Most High said? I'm gonna show that. I plan to show that a little later. That he chose, if they wouldn't keep the commandments, he said that he would, our foreparents, that he would put a foolish people above us. And how many of you know we under that rat knot? And that's what he's referring to in verse 57. But we, thy people, who has called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and the fervent lover, are given into their hand temporarily. Because guess what? They always say you reap what you sow. Isaiah 14th chapter, for instance, is coming to mind. You know what I'm saying? Try to read it real quick. It's 3 verses. I'm trying to stay on top. I didn't have this one in my notes. Okay, this is what. Let's get that. Isaiah chapter 14. Because I know some people say, "Hey man, hey man, we ain't had nothing to do with slavery, this and that." But a lot of people have been profited. A lot of these families have been profited off of slavery and got a lot of the Israelites in slavery. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? That bloodline is something. What you're gonna learn in this walk is your bloodline means a whole lot. I show you that in the 10 Commandments. The Most High say He's gonna visit the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the 3 and 4 generation. So guess what? That blood holds us. But like I said, we profiting off of money that shouldn't have been ours and in the backs of people and think that this is cool. It's not. Okay, because let me get this verse right here real quick. Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers, for the sins of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor face the world with cities. Okay, so just like we bound by right now, we ain't in our land because of our forefathers. He said he gonna put a foolish nation because they wouldn't keep the commandment. We the children of them people. We was brought over here again with ships, like it said in Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships. By the way I spake unto thee, you should not see it anymore. Talking about Israel. And you should be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. And it says, and no man shall buy you. So no other people been put on ships from Egypt. The people that's in there right now, they was on trains, but it's not documented. We can show the transatlantic slave trade. We can show the Arab slave trade. It's all in the Bible, baby. And I'm not trying to throw no shade, but I'm trying to level it off. Because this whole Bible is all about us. This is our heritage. Everybody copy off our heritage. But I'm trying to set the record straight because it means something. Because in the last days, you understand what I'm saying? Before these other nations, see, I'm in the United States military. The mountain that the Most High spoke from is right there in Saudi Arabia. Right there in Saudi Arabia. I've been all over the United States. I'm a Bosnian War veteran. And the world. I'm a Bosnian War veteran, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I've been deployed and different things like that, but that's neither here nor there. But I've been overseas, and they know who we are. They know we the children of Israel. I've been called Bunny Yasharallah, Bunny Yasharal rather, because son of Israel. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know who the true people are. America don't like to put that out there, but they know who we are. They keep history. Okay, I've been in Muslim countries and everything. I've been to like 12 countries, and everybody know who we are. But the people who don't know is us, who we are. But here we go. Yeshayahu 14:1. For the Lord, for Yah will have mercy on Jacob and will choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers, meaning Goyim, be joined with them, because we can go in here. But they been, we don't know. No. Strangers is this word right here. God.
Strong's H1616. Gar.
Okay.
Gar. And the form just below that, Gair. Gair.
Okay. A temporary inhabitant, a newcomer lacking inherited rights of foreigners in Israel, though conceded right. So it means alien or stranger, right? So this is somebody that's not a part of this nation. So we're going to see. Okay. Gentile, in other words. Shall be joined with them and shall cleave to the house of Israel. Because the Most High say he's going to choose them. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them, meaning the strangers, in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. See, you got a day. Whole chapter Isaiah 60 is about that. 61. You want to make your preacher look crazy? Actually explain it. How the Gentiles are going to come bring us back to our land after they get whooped down. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, it's going to matter. And then when Yeshua comes, and then some people say, well, that might have been talking about something else, brother. Because my reverend ain't teach me, your reverend ain't teach you a lot of stuff. But no. Because some people will say, well, let's stay in Isaiah, because they know that the Old Testament had prophets. Okay, here we go. Isaiah 11:11. Yes, 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Most High shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, and shall be left, which shall be left from Assyria. Some of them didn't make the transatlantic state. Some of them in Syria and from Egypt, which most of the people that was in Egypt, the original Egyptians, they got pushed. If you know war and everything, they got pushed down all the way to where the Sudan is today. The original Egyptians aren't really there. Okay, this during the Islamic wars, you see the more straight-haired people, but the original Egyptians aren't even there. And from Patros and Cush is Ethiopia, and Elim, Saudi Arabia, and Shinar, okay, Iraq, and Hammond, and from the eyes of the sea, everywhere else, and shall set up, cause he said he was gonna bring his hand a second time of his people. Okay, the first time was in Moses' day. Okay, but this talking about a second time. Okay, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So this is a second time. The first time was over the Red Sea. This is a future judgment. And I can show you that more and more and more, but I'm not here just to keep harping on that. But we was chose from the beginning in Second Ezra. And let me go ahead and put a little validation real quick. I know somebody's going to try to be wise. Okay, in Christendom and don't understand how that stuff. Okay, you have the standard King James Bible. You see the Old and New Testament, right? That was done later. But I'm gonna scroll right down here because we're in the King James online. And see, in the 1611, I'm gonna click when it was given to us in the year 1611. See Old Testament on the left, New Testament on the left. Okay, you see that? And look under here on your right hand side right here. Apocrypha. See, it was given these books as I said before. So I don't want somebody looking at me saying that don't even matter about that. Let me tell you something. You know, there's a lot of ignorant people out there that don't know. Even in the Bible, there's still more books that are mentioned in the Bible. Okay. So I'm in the King James Apocrypha, y'all. So let me click on it. And you can read the description. It'll tell you about the different books. Okay. That they were removed in 1885. You understand? Okay. But they were given. So I'm back in Ezra. Second Ezra. Chapter 6. And it's just telling you that he gave the commandment. And the 54th verse, that he have a chosen people. And it says, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, who thou madest Lord over all the creatures of him, and come we all, the people whom thou hast chosen. Okay, now let's see what the Bible says about these people. Let's see just a few things that the Bible says about some people. Go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Above, you say it, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. See how he made distinction just like I showed you earlier. Okay. Well, that's just a fluke, you know, that brother, you know, none of that matters. You know Jesus Christ. Oh, we're going to see what Jesus does too. We're going to see what he has done. But I'm gonna give you a few more because see somebody gonna think that I'm out here. Go to Deuteronomy 26. Gonna stay in Deuteronomy. This is the law portion of the creator. It does matter because I'm gonna bring it to a point how you know the church ain't replaced no Israel. And when the Most High bring them into the land the second time, notice he didn't say nothing about no denomination. He said the outcast of Judah and Israel. He's gonna bring them, and we're gonna see about the 12 gates, about how each gate is for each individual tribe of Israel. Where does the church fit in that? See, we're gonna have to see how they're gonna come into that. Okay, hopefully I can get to all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show that the Most High will. Okay, so Deuteronomy 28, or Deuteronomy 28 and 9. I go back. Okay, it says, the Most High established thee to be a holy people unto himself. Didn't he just say that in 7? And have sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by my name, Yasharal. You understand what I'm saying? Israel. And they shall be afraid of thee. And it just goes on and it tells you what he's going to do. And in this chapter 7, what if you don't do it, what's going to happen. We're going to go back to Deuteronomy. Let's get another one out of Deuteronomy. Where I was earlier, Deuteronomy 26. And we're going to go to 19. Matter of fact, we can go to 18. No, let's go to 17. Hey, man, we might as well go to 16. Deuteronomy 26 and 16. This day that Yah thy power shall command thee to do these statutes and judgments. Thou shalt therefore keep them and do them with all thine heart and with all thy soul. Didn't Christ say that? To love the Most High with all thy heart and all thy soul. Thou hast avowed the Most High this day to be thy Elohim, right? Thy God, you know what I'm saying? And to walk in his ways and to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and to hearken unto his voice. And the Most High have avowed thee this day to be a peculiar people, as he promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep it all his commandments. Notice his people got to keep the commandments. Notice it keeps saying that. And to make thee high above all nations, which he have made, in praise and in name and in honor, and that thou mayest be a holy people unto the Lord thy God, as he spoken. I hope I'm really bringing this home. I can keep going. I could really keep going, because I could give you at least 8 more scriptures saying the same. And I know somebody gonna try to be matter of fact, no, we're gonna keep going. Okay, because somebody would have to be wrong. Let's go into Exodus. Let's get out of Exodus 19. 5 and 6. Now therefore, if ye obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye will be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine, above all people. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words that thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. See, you got all this. All that don't matter. Because I know how y'all be talking. All that don't matter. Okay, now listen. Now the Most High said that the other nations like spit. Because without you doing this, now let's see if you a Gentile. Because some people are Gentile right now and they wondering like, man, I don't know about that. You know, this brother teaches stuff. I'm going to tell you. And if I give you out of Yeshua mouth, salvation is of the Jews, woman, you know ye not what you worship. Did he tell the Gentile woman that? He called the joker a dog. Okay, that was a common thing for Jews to call them dogs. But let's get to it a little. Ephesians. Now you say, let's go to 8. For by grace ye are saved through faith. Yeah, true. I believe that. And that thou not of yourself, it is a gift of the Most High. Not of works, lest any man should boast. Let me tell you something. You got to have faith and testimony. You got to keep the law, statutes of the Most High and testimony of the Messiah. Okay? Then you'll be good. Okay? I can prove that when he's going to bring the dead out of Revelation, that you're going to have both of them. You can't have one without the other. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Yeshua unto good works. Meaning we still got to do good work, in which God have before ordained that we should walk in them, as I just showed you in the Old Testament. Wherefore, remember that times in the past, Gentiles in the flesh. So it's talking about you Gentiles in the flesh, meaning this, physical Gentiles, right? Which are called uncircumcised. We used to call, our ancestors used to call them uncircumcised. Matter of fact, David called Goliath the uncircumcised beast, basically. You know what I'm saying? Okay, uncircumcised by which is called the circumcision, because we are part of the circumcision. In the flesh made by hand. Okay? That at the time ye were without Christ, being aliens, being illegal from the commonwealth, meaning the citizenship of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promises. Because all the covenants of promises belong to us. I'm going to show you that Paul said it. He said it as well, and he believed in it. Oh, well, this is Paul anyway. But I'm going to show you another place where he said it. Having no hope without God in the world. If you don't come this way, like Yeshua say, salvation is of the Jews, you don't got nothing. Let's get this up here. You don't have nothing. Because if you think your religion gonna get you in there, let's look at New Jerusalem. New heaven and new earth. And you start at 21. Because the earth first passed away. Okay? And you can read Revelation 21 and 1. But we're going to drop down. We're going to look at New Jerusalem. Okay, everybody talk about the streets of gold and all that. Okay, I know all the old saints talk about that. Revelation chapter 21, verse 12. And he have a great and high, and he have a wall great and high, and 12 gates, and the 12 gates, 12 angels. Got 12 angels in front of each 12 gates, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. One for Judah, one for Benjamin, one for Asher, one for Issachar, and it go on. Gad, and on and on and on. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Now this is the city. I don't see no church. I don't see no church. Where the church gate? You gotta have 13 gates, and then the church. But you gonna look and not see that. And Judah gonna go through Judah gate. Benjamin gonna go through Benjamin gate. You get what I'm saying? You don't think it matters? If you don't keep them law, statutes, commandments, and come under the commonwealth of Israel, citizenship of Israel, and Christ even told you. Let's see. Let's get back. Matter of fact, let's get the reason why he came. Because some people need to even know the reason why. We in Matthew and Yahoo verse 1 and 21. 1 and 21. We're talking about Mary, right? Mary. Okay. Okay. Verse 1 and 20. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yehoshua. Or some people will say Yeshaya. Some people will say Yehoshua or Yahusha. I'm not going to battle about that now. It says, for he shall save his people from their sins. His people. So this was the purpose that he had to come, because he had to bring the covenant back to Abraham and bring man back after the fall of. But the Most High had a plan, but it was the Israel first. It's the Israel first. Then everybody. Paul told you that in Rome, but we're gonna stick with this real quick. Matthew chapter 15. Verse 20. Okay. Now look at what he told this woman. Matthew 15 and 21. Matthew 15 and 21. And Yeshua went this and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon, which is right there on the coast, northern Israel, northern Africa. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out the same coast and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. Okay, she had devils, and her daughter had, overtook by devil. Okay, but he answered her not a word. Now she talking to her, he ain't even paying attention. Oh great son of David. Oh great son of David. My daughter got some. She heard him some devil. Yeshua must have been all like, I gotta get this blessing. That blessing, then I got 2 blessings on it. He ain't even stopped what he was doing. And he answered her not a word. He heard her. You see, this Jesus is not taught. You understand what I'm saying? This Yeshua is not taught. He didn't answer. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away. He's like, that woman not down with Israel. But Yeshua is the reason that they can come, like I read you in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 11. Without Israel, you don't have nothing. I'm going to prove it with Paul. You don't have nothing. You can't get in. You ain't going to, without being attached to Israel, you don't have nothing. Not these churches today, these religions today, because they don't have nothing to do with the future. You just saw the future gate. They didn't have no church gate. It name you any denomination that you do today. The gates of heaven did not have your gate. Okay. No shade. It didn't have a Mormon gate, a Presbyterian gate, non-denominational gate, Baptist gate, Church of God in Christ gate. It had none of that. It had Israel, right? And I want you to humbly, please, no diss. I just trying to get people to think. And then how he say he gonna bring Israel back in the land a second time. Notice he didn't say any of these churches. And I'm going to show you that this ain't changed as long as there's a sun and a moon in the sky. It will be Israel. The covenant is with them. If you're going to get in there, you're going to have to do just like Yeshua said, salvation is of the Jews. You better keep them feasts, keep them commandments, walk like him. He didn't eat no catfish. Yeshua ain't eat no catfish. Okay, he didn't eat no shrimp. Y'all people in the hood, let me say it for y'all, scrimps. He didn't eat no scrimps. He ain't no fatback. He ain't have no Christmas ham. None of that. And actually, those things are abomination in the Bible. Shrimp. Eating bottom feeders, all them organisms and stuff that eat dead things. And you putting that in your system and where it tastes good because you was as a child, grew up and they fed you that mess. I'm 54 years old. Don't take nothing. Feel amazing. And ask anybody that work with me, do I work you to the ground? You understand what I'm saying? Physically fit, sound, body and mind. You understand what I'm saying? I get compliments pretty decently often. You understand what I'm saying? For looking young and having the appearance of being young and being a physical specimen of being young. Okay, and I'm not trying to have no cap or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I work hard to look like I do. You understand? Because I don't want to be looking 150 years old. You understand what I'm saying? And basically 54 years old. Okay? Because I don't like hurting and walking around. You understand what I'm saying? Hurt. And I'm a testimony, if you eat the Most High coveted food, you won't have no problem. Okay? But notice here. She's trying to tell him about her daughter. And Yeshua's like, hey man, he didn't say nothing. And the disciple, man, send her away. Verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not come, but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Because this was his purpose. So you Gentiles can come later. But what's most important is these people and they the people that's most disrespected on this earth. But believe me, their face is going to be on the ground. Believe me, their face is going to be on the ground. And they're going to bow for all these atrocities that the Emmett Tills. And I'm not preaching no black power thing or no stuff. Don't take me the wrong way, but I'm telling you right now, this nation is one of the nations going to be bowed down and going to have to serve, partner. And they're going to have their face to the earth. And you look in this chapter. Let's see. I don't even know where to start it so much, but I didn't want to come teach this, but that's for its own thing. But we're going to go to 49 and 21. Isaiah 49 and 21. The children which thou shalt have after thou hast lost the other shall say again in thine ear, this place is too strait for me. Give place to me that I may dwell. Okay. And thou shalt say in thine heart, who have begotten me, this I have lost my children, and am a desolate captive, and removing to and fro, and shall have brought up these. Behold, I was left alone, and these had not been. Okay, now let's go to 22. This is more important. Thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will lift my hand to the Gentile and set up my standard. Didn't he say he's going to stand up? I read you a scripture earlier. He's going to stand up an ensign for the people. They're going to know what they did wrong. You understand what I'm saying? You see, the Most High ain't let Emmett Till die for nothing. That lady admitted on her deathbed that she lied. But that's okay. She's going to be brought right back up. She's going to be brought right back up. You understand what I'm saying? And she's going to pay. I can promise you that. And all the George Floyds, there's a day coming. You understand what I'm saying? And it go the other way. If you black and you kill somebody white, you had no business doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm partial. But I want people to understand this is real. Okay, he's going to put his hand upon the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms. See, they going to bring us. See, they ain't bring us that on them slave ships, but they going to bring us back because the Most High going to make us be a burdensome stone. Where we at, it's going to make it hard on them people. And you can already see it coming. You can already see it coming. And in thy daughters carried upon thy shoulders. And the kings, meaning the high up people, shall be thy nursing father, meaning they're going to work for you. And thy queens, their wives too, their nursing mothers, and they shall bow down their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. You see, like I showed you in Isaiah 14th chapter, 1, 2, and 3, that you're gonna be the captive is gonna serve the captives you work. You understand what I'm saying? You see, they got a day for this. They got a day for this. And it is what it is. I don't want this to be coming off like no hate thing, but I got to tell it. Because we need to know how the Most High feel about it. And I'm gonna stay with this. Let's go to John chapter. It is to know, because a lot of us have been, and I'm gonna show you beyond the shadow of doubt, the Most High ain't got rid of no Israel and replaced them with no church. That's your reverend told you some mess like that. Okay. So we in John chapter 4, verse 21. And he telling her, this is a Sumerian woman talking. And she was trying to tell her, like she been there, Yeshua, told her about how many husbands she had. You know what I'm saying? And the miracle was she forgot one of them basically. But anyway, and she knew it was a miracle because he never met her. Okay. And it says, and she trying to tell them about the history, because you see the Sumerians been in the land since before Christ, since the times of 2 Kings chapter 17. The 17th chapter. Okay, that's when the Sumerians got there. And they had been there up until the time, the Old Testament, up until the time of Yeshua. They've been there a long time, so I guess they stake a claim, just like the people in Israel right now. All right. And it says, our fathers worship in this mountain. They've been there since 19, what is it? During the Belfort Agreement. Look it up, during the Belfort Agreement. They've been there since then, the 1900s. Okay. So they ain't been there that long, but for us, it wasn't here. It's been a long time. They have been there a little while. So it says, for our fathers worship in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Yeshua said unto her, woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. I'm going to read that again. Yeshua said unto her, woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Ye worship ye know not what. I'm going to read it slow. I'm just saying it for this out loud. Ye worship ye know not what. You don't know what you worship. You think you know, but you don't know. We know, meaning us. We know what we worship. For salvation is of the Jews. And he says, but the hour cometh, meaning in the future, and now is when the true worshiper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. You understand what I'm saying? Salvation is of the Jews, but you're going to believe your reverend. You ain't going to believe. Some people going to still hear this and still not. Man, that sounds like a respectable person. Man, get out of here with that foolishness, man. I just told you to come like Israel. You can be a Gentile, but you got to keep them law, statutes, and commandment like Israel. You're going to be like Stephen up in this camp. You're going to be like a couple of other ones that were Gentiles that, cool. You know what I'm saying? You had to come that way. I'm not saying you lost, but I'm saying, I'm putting it in its proper perspective. You know what I'm saying? Here go the judgment. Matthew 25th chapter, 31st verse. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them, all nations. The Greek.
Strong's G 1484. Ethnos. Ethnos.
Okay, a company, a swarm, a multitude of beasts or men associated living together, right? The human family. But here's where I want to go to the other one. In the Old Testament, foreign nations not worshiping the true God, pagans, Gentiles. Paul uses this term for Gentile Christians. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So we're looking at the true word in the Greek that is translated. See, we got to keep that in perspective. And he shall separate them from one. Okay, I'll start back at 32. And before him shall he gather all the nations, and he shall separate them one from another. All nationalities, one from another. Okay, if you from Spain, you're a Spaniard. If you from France, you're a Frenchman. You understand what I'm saying? All right. As a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on the right hand side and the goats on the left. And you know, it's things you're gonna want to be on that right hand side. We're gonna put it like that. If you are upon this nation, you're keeping them law, statutes, and commandments, and a testimony of your Yeshua, and you a Gentile, rock on. You my brother. Okay. I'm not throwing no shade. I just gotta put this out there the right way. Y'all seen it with y'allself. But one thing I was asked about this, man, why does it matter? Okay, and I might not be able to finish this one, but we're gonna do. Okay, let's look at who the new covenant from. Okay, this is Jeremiah or Jeremiah. All right. Chapter 33 and this and 23. Moreover, the word of the Most High came to Jeremiah, saying, "Consider thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families which the Lord hath chosen. He have even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people, and they should be no more a nation before them. Thus saith the Most High, if my covenant not," I'm going to read this slow. Thus saith the Most High. Let's see what he say. "If my covenant be not with day and night, and if I not appoint the ordinances of heaven and earth." So it's a covenant where the sun come up and the sun go and the moon come out. It's a covenant with all that. So as long as it's a covenant, in other words, it's put in modern day new, and the ordinance of heaven, the stars are out. It says, as long as it's there, it says, and they stopped, or he changed it, and it's no more sun or moon, but it's the sun and moon right now out. So the covenant is still going. Then will I cast away the seed of Jacob and David my servant, so that I would not take any of his seed to be rulers of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For I will cause their captivity to return and to have mercy on them. Now let's get up in Paul. Let's get up to Paul. Let's start seeing some things that Paul talking about. Because I know Most High respect the person teaching all that separatism. Hey man, this is the Bible. And Paul's down with this too. Okay, now Romans chapter 3, verse 1. How about you drop your location and you get this work if you think it's saying something else. And we can talk about this respect of a person and that you so called gonna try to use and say, and you can get bodied right there because I'm a body. Trust me, we gonna get to all the time that it said the Most High is not a respecter of person to see what it's really talking about. Meaning, ain't no favorites like that. You know, if you gonna continue, if you gonna uh, keep this law, statutes, and commandments, you gonna love them. You love everybody. You just not gonna get in because you Serena's son and you automatically gonna go. No, that's respect to a person. You gonna put in the work. You gonna do what you supposed to do. Most High love. He love everybody special. Like I'm thinking my grandmother, my Bessie, and our Dora was like that too. Man, she loved us each in our own way, and she loved us special. And I understand that. That's how the Most High. But he ain't gonna just let you in there because you can sing good. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's a respected person. But well, anyway. Okay, let's see what he said. Romans 3:1. Let's see what Shaul, or some people know Paul said. What advantage then have the Jew? Or what profit is there of circumcision? So being a Jew or being of the circumcision, being of Israel, much every way, chiefly, because that unto them were committed the oracles of God. We were the people that's supposed to teach the whole earth. Like I read to you in Exodus chapter 19, verse 5 and 6, we were supposed to be the priests of this earth. All you Gentiles are supposed to learn from us. But yet, and it doesn't make, and it says, let's go to 3 and then I'm going to jump. I'm going to show you something. For what if some did not believe? What if you don't believe it? Shall their unbelief make faith of God without effect? God forbid. What it says there. God forbid. Yea, let God be true. He the one said this. You understand what I'm saying? He the one said, Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated. That's what the Most High said in the Old and New Testament. Okay, the Most High can have some favorites here. He can do whatever he wants. This here. Let Yah be true in every man alike, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in the sins and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So, let's see that. And let's see. Paul say unto them, what the oracles given to. I'm in Psalms 147 and 19. Psalms 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment. Didn't Paul say that? Unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation, any other people. But you got all these raw parsleys and all these, bruh, get to the back of the class and get you an Israelite, man of Yah. You know what I'm saying? In front of that. He had not dealt so with any other nation. And his judgments have they not known of them. Praise ye Yah. Yahoo. Praise ye Yahoo. Or Yahusha. Or Yahweh. You know, in a vowel war. You know what I'm saying? The Most High. Anybody show me something else different? Let's go back to Paul, because we ain't done Paul. And that's the main person they're gonna try to use. Paul, Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? It says, God forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. This is what Paul said. God have not cast away his people, which he foreknew. really understand what I'm saying, because I know some people will take this wrong, but it is very important to know as a Gentile how you are blessed through Israel. And people don't understand that the church did not replace Israel, and this is going exactly what Paul is or Shaul is talking about here in Romans 11. It's talking about the wild olive branch, and it's talking about the olive branch, which is Israel, the olive branch. The wild olive branch is the Gentile. And see, it seems like this is what's being taught today, like for them to boast against the branch. And basically, what Paul is telling you in this whole read this dialogue. I'm not going to read it from one all the way down, but start at Romans chapter 11, verse 1, read down. Because what it's saying here in a nutshell is, the Most High had forgot about his people. Let's just go ahead and read some of it. We're at Romans 11 and 1. It says, I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. So I am also an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, the tribe of Benjamin. So he's telling you what he is. He said, God have not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Wrought ye not that the scripture said in Elias, which is Isaiah, Elias, which is Greek for Isaiah, how 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 he maketh intercession to God against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed the prophets and dug down thy altar, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. Okay, and it goes on, but we're going to drop down. And what this is basically telling you as it's going down is that this is how the Gentiles was able to come into the fold, because he had a plan for all of mankind. This is what I'm saying. But it wasn't that mankind was going to bring us, it's Israel going to bring us. And this is what I'm trying to get people to see here, because the churches have, these churches here, they, let's see, let me see if I still have it up. I had it up here. Maybe then. These man-made religions. Well, for these people here, the earliest one is the guy who created the Baptist Church, which is John Smith, in the year 1608. He created the Baptist Church. Then we have one guy here, Charles Parham. He created the Pentecostal movement. These are the founders. These are not original Israel people, people from Israel, from when this Bible was written. This is 1,600 years later. 1,600 years later. Later. 1,600 years. Nobody in the Bible was any of them. And I read to you earlier Psalms 107:19 through 20. He showed his word to Jacob. He had not done so with any other nation. This is not the people. Okay, and then the earliest one you have, nobody was a part of this religious sect what John Smith had prior to the year 1680. All the Pentecostal movement here in 1901. So nobody in the Bible participated in any of it. So what is it can be said? What could be said? They don't have the way. The way is the old path. What I'm showing you with Israel. Because all these people are of the nation of Israel. And you as a Gentile, because all these are Gentiles considered in the Bible, you need to be getting taught. What's the bottom line? And this real as it's going to get. I'm trying not to be too harsh with this, because I know people get tied up in these religions and you'll miss the message. But told him to go out and teach all the whole world. You know, this is what was that? See if I can get it to come up this way. 'Cause I don't know if I got this first. And like I say, it's a replacement theology. It is some bull. It is some bull. Mm. Where it says, okay, here it is. Mark chapter 14, verse 9. Verily I say unto you, verily I say unto you, this gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world. This also that she had done shall be spoken in memorial of her. Then it later on says it again. Okay, so he had a plan for Gentiles. It's just you was gonna have to come through Israel. They were the teachers. It's what I'm saying. And the way that they have to come, you have to. It's none of this stuff that these men, when you put in man-made religion, that these men have made. None of it. Nobody in any of these pictures was remotely even close. It's remotely even close. I don't care who you get up there, the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses. None of these people. Charles Taze Russell was a long time before. I already know who started all these. I've done research on Ellen White and all these people, man. Well, you better read definitely about her, how strong she was and what she was going through. Man, you ask yourself, did you really, man, you got to be paying attention. You got to know the facts, man. I could spit this Bible, I could make 4 more videos saying the same thing with other parts of the Bible that the Most High had forgot his people and about the valley of dry bones in the last day they're going to wake up. And the truth is, we can go on and on and on. The love of the Most High, what the Most High says, how much he loves. We can go in Ezekiel, and we can just go on and on. He didn't do this for no other situation. You understand what I'm saying? And we still talking about these Gentiles. Romans 11:11. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid. But rather, their fall, talking about Israel, is come to the Gentiles to provoke them to jealousy. The only reason he did this was to provoke them to jealousy. It was the only reason. Now, if the fall of them being the riches of the world and the diminishing of the riches of the Gentiles, how much more the fullness? For I speak to you Gentiles, in so much as I am apostle to the Gentiles. We're talking Paul here. Nobody else was doing this doctrine for a Gentile. You understand? I magnify my offer. So, read this whole thing, and you'll get the gist of it. Okay? And let's go to the next chapter. Paul taught this. This is what he believed. But he was the first person to preach this bridge, to bring the light in. This is after Yeshua. Yeshua's mission was to come, who the world knows as Jesus, is to come die for the sins of his people. We read that. The word of faith brings salvation. This is Romans 10:1. Brethren, for my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved. Now the scriptures tell you that all Israel who are Israel are going to be saved. Okay, Hosea 1:7. says, "For I bear record of them that for I bear them record that they have a zeal for God, but not according to knowledge." That's why a lot of our people are in these institutions that are Israelites, and then downgraded and went into these constructs that don't even have the watered down stuff. Don't even have that full juice. And it says, for being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have they not submitted themselves to the righteousness and have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you this. Well, this is one they really fun. This was you see, we ain't gotta keep that law. We was free. They love to read that 10 and 5. Let's debate this. Let's debate this 10 and 4. But read it all the way down. It ain't no difference. They gonna come right here at 12. Whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed. For there is no difference between the Jew and the Greek. The Jew and the Greek, the same Lord is above over all, is rich unto all that call upon him. For whosoever shall call on the name of the Most High shall be, Yeshua shall be saved. Okay, how then can we call on him who we have not believed? And how shall we believe in him and whom they not heard? Talking about you Gentiles, and how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach and accept they be sent? And how and then, it goes on because I'm not trying to make this, but read all this and this whole thing goes right into the next chapter 11. Because you got to keep reading it all the way down to get the justification of what's being said and how he's showing you and proving, and he's going to prove the fact that you cannot do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of Christ, you understand what I'm saying? He did establish works and not be, and 100% works and not be, can't get in on works. You got to get in on faith. But what did his brother say? Faith without works is what dead in the book of James. Faith without, show you your faith and I'll show you my what? Work. So you're going to have works, and I can show you that the dead in Revelation will be brought up, and he's going to judge their works. I can show you. So he's not saying we shouldn't be doing righteousness, because we should. And, but this is a long thing to be taught. So I'm not going to go into that on this dialogue right here. But I'm going to show you. And Paul mentioned this thing in Hosea about Israel. And I'm gonna show you. And no. Does it say church here? But I will have mercy. Hosea 1:7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and shall save them by the Lord their God, and I will not save them by bow, nor sword, nor battle, by horses, nor horses. You know what I'm saying? And and I'm gonna jump down to 9 because I kind of end this video. And then said God, call his name Loam, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. And it just goes to show you, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be like the sand of the sea, without measure nor number, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together to appoint themselves one head. It's in the millennial kingdom, baby. And they shall come up out of the land, and great shall be the day of 1608. So the New Testament was being, and Christ was walking around here 1,600 years before this man come. Nobody in the Bible, any of these. Here's just a few of them. Joseph Smith started the Baptist Church 1608. The Pentecostal Church was started by Charles Parker. The Mormons were started 1830. Charles Taylor Russell Jehovah's Witness 1872. William Miller, the Seventh Day Adventist. Come on, man. Nobody in the Bible was any of these religions. Think about it. Just think. These men are dead and gone. They're not the prophets of this Bible. They didn't leave testaments like this. You know, we got to get out of that foolishness. You know, this man-made religion stuff is hurting a lot of our people. And they have a lot to do. Because, see, my personal story is when I knew who I was and I come into the knowledge of who I was, the Bible spoke to me different. Because as believing back in the day, when believing as a Gentile, that I was a Gentile, it seemed like when I read the Bible, it was talking about them. But see, when I found out I was an Israelite and I knew that I was an Israelite 100%, when I read the Bible, it was talking about me versus them. Because the Bible made more sense, and the Bible was instead of saying them as a Gentile, I was looking at it like them. But when I read the scripture now, I look at it like me. Because the scriptures speak different to me. And it is important because if it ain't important, then it should be okay to believe the truth. But see, people don't want you to believe what I'm telling you. If you in these man-made religions, to come out of that foolishness, because they want to keep you over. And if you don't think race, you know, he said, what did Paul say? My kinsman, according to the flesh, Christ came. Did not Paul say that? I didn't go into great detail because the video is already long, but who concerning the flesh, Christ came. So it made sense, brother. My heart desire and prayer to God for Israel that it might be saved. For I bear on record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to the knowledge. For they being ignorant. You understand what I'm saying? They being ignorant and establish their own rights. That's what this whole this is. Let's get another. Let's get one. Let me see where it is. We're gonna end it here. All right. Okay, we back. I want to get this scripture real quick. This is the last one we're gonna do. It says Romans chapter 9, verse 1. I say the truth. This is Shaul Paul in the epistle. I say the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost. I have great heaviness and continued sorrow in my heart. I wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brother, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites. And this is how Paul announced himself. I already showed you that he's Benjamite. I read that earlier. To the adoption, to whom pertained the adoption, the glory, and the covenant, and the giving of the law and the services of God and the promises, whose fathers, whom concerning the flesh Christ came, concerning the flesh Christ came. Whosoever who is over all, God bless forever. Amen. Through Israel, through Christ's blood, all men can be saved. I'm saying that all men can be saved. But he first came to establish business with the covenant people. We was given the adoption. We was given the law. The other nation didn't have that. That's why he wasn't worried about them when he was coming in here. He said, do not go. He said, I come not but for the lost. Do not go in the way of the Gentiles. I come not but for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. This is why he called that woman a dog and different things. Until a certain time, this is what Kiffer or Peter had to learn in Acts chapter 10, which is taught wrong by most people because it's thinking he's telling him to eat some pork, some food. But see, those people don't need to be teaching our word because we know what the gist of that is. And that was Peter coming to find out that the Gentiles had a place in this kingdom. But only if they come the way of Israelites. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a long story. I don't want to get into it, but, you know, we're going to leave it right. I want to say, Shabbat Shalom. It is important to know who you are and to know the truth. You Israelites out there, are you grafted in Israelites or Israelites from whether you are wild olive branch or you for the original olive tree. You understand what I'm saying? The only way is the way Israel have been given the adoption, the law, the testimony, and the commandment, the same way when he gave Yeshua for us as a sacrifice and died upon the tree for our sin to bring us back into covenant, to bring us back into the way. You know, I can go on and on. I can show you so many times more that the only way is through the law, statute, commandment, and the testimony of what the world knows as Jesus Christ. If you don't have those two things, you don't have nothing. And I want to go on record because I can show you in the future judgment and in the millennial kingdom and things like that. I could go on for hours showing you that this is about me. Man, Kwam Yasharal, which is Hebrew for rise, Israel. You ain't been like the Most High on record that I love thee with an everlasting love when he's talking about Israel. The Most High ain't get switched them out for a church. I'm not saying the church. The church is just a word that's used nowadays more in the New Testament. It wasn't used, you know, it was a such thing as churches. You know, I'm not saying that it wasn't, but it didn't replace Israel. They had the 7 churches that's talked about in Revelation, the ages. But the early church kept Passover. The early church worship on the Sabbath. The early church done all the things that Yeshua did. So that church was fine, but the ones that I hear now, they're not doing it. You see, the early church during Paul's day, they kept the command. You can look at Acts chapter 13. In the 13th chapter of Acts, you go about the 40th verse, you'll see that the Gentiles, Paul taught the Gentiles on the Sabbath. And you can see Paul also in Corinthians and other scriptures keeping the feast, and the early church keeping the feast. So come on, man. None of these churches are doing that today. So what I'm saying is, go back to the old path, like it says in the scripture. You understand what I'm saying? And I promise you, you're going to find the Most High. It is important to know who you are, whose you are, and knows how the Most High view you because, you know, like I said, the Most High got so many times where he spread his love for Israel. And it is important. He ain't never going to give up on that. And they ain't never going to be replaced. you other nations, it should thank the Creator for sending His Son. And we always want to send a whole lot of money to Israel today, but you got the original Israelites here in America, and you should be taking care of them. You should be making them feel special because they are the people of Yah. But it's going to be said to them, as the scripture I say, you are the sons of the living God for us all over. And these other nations are going to know in the millennial kingdom because guess what? They're going to be in servitude to you, Israel. You understand what I'm saying? And I want to get all mine. You understand what I'm saying? So read Isaiah. I read it earlier, 14 chapter, verse 1, 2, and 3, and it tells you that they're going to serve us. And read Isaiah the 60th chapter for that case, and the 61st chapter. It's dealing with them. You know what? Wouldn't be right